Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You have found my YouTube channel about cross stitch. My name is Mandy, um, and welcome. Thank you for hitting that play button. All the all the returning viewers, thank you. And if you're new, welcome. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on here real quick and share some recent finishes and some whips, and then mostly so that I could clean up my craft room because it's a disaster in here. Today is Sunday, November the 7th. It has been, I think, 2 weeks or so since my last video. Yeah, it looks like it. This is Flosstube 48. So welcome. I don't have a ton of stuff to show you, so hopefully this will be relatively quick. Couple whips, couple FFOs, one finish, and some haul, and then I will announce just right ahead the giveaway winner. So for my last video, I did this as a giveaway, this Quaker Berry by Erica Michaels, and Becky, you were the winner. So I will I should have your address still. I'll drop it in the mail to you. And then I have another giveaway that I need to mail out, but I haven't had a chance to go to the post office yet. And I can't remember the name of who won it. Maybe it was Sharon. But it's in the envelope. I just haven't dropped it off at the post office, so I'm sorry. I will hopefully get to that next week. It was kind of a crazy couple weeks since my last video. My mom was in town from like the 27th through the 2nd or so. So for about a week, she came in because for Halloween and for my baby's second birthday, he turned 2 on November the 1st. So that's exciting. We had a good visit with my mom. Didn't do really a whole lot of stuff, was just kind of a visit. She hasn't seen my kids since May, in person. And so, yeah, just to catch up and that kind of thing. I had some car trouble while she was here, which was quite the fiasco. It's all fixed now. It turned out to be the battery, but very frustrating. I had a couple episodes where my car wouldn't start. Anyways, and then what else? We did Halloween, which was a lot of fun. We just trick-or-treated around here. My kids are little, 5 and 2, so we don't go far. We still have Halloween candy that we're working our way through. Probably it's gonna go to the giveaway pile here soon, but yeah. And so let's see, Levi, the 5-year-old, he was Mario, and the 2-year-old was Yoshi. So they were cute. I didn't dress up. My husband didn't dress up. We're not big family Halloween people, I guess. I don't know. Maybe as I get a little older. So yeah, I guess that's about it for life update. I guess I'll just get started with the finishes, or the fully finishes. I'm a little bit sleepy today. It's daylight savings, and my kids woke up at 10 to 6 daylight savings time. So I guess really it was 10 to 7, but still, that's early. Anyway, okay, so let's see. First is this little November cottage of the month. I have 2 left. I have December and January to finish the stitching, and then I'll be completely done with this series. It's stitched on 32 count white chocolate linen by Wichell with the called for DMC. I just finished it on some mat board, and I hang it on like a little clippy display thing. And the background it's called corked, I think. But it was just a color that I thought matched that I had from Stash. So that's that little finish. This is a Stitching with the Housewives piece from last year. Gobble, stitched on 14 count chalkboard black Ada with probably pretty close to the called for colors. I finished it on one of those paddles from Hobby Lobby and just some rickrack. So a pretty simple finish. I don't think I'll add a bow or anything. So yeah, there's that one. This, I think I finished the stitching last year, but I got an FFO this year. This is a Lindy Stitches. It's called Polar Bear Abode. It was in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine from last winter. It's stitched on the 25 count. Be Stitch Me. I don't remember the name of the fabric though. It's a opalescent, or like the sparkly one. You can't really see it on the video. And the colors were just from Stash. They're kind of similar, but except for this house. So yeah, and I put it's just magneted into this little tin that I think I found at Michael's, and I put some rickrack around it. So yeah, I have 2 more of that series to stitch. Hopefully I'll stitch them this coming year, and then I can finish it on there. Okay, this one I think I showed you the stitching, the finished stitching, but I FFO'd it. So, and I got it up, should be up for a few days before Halloween. So this is called Trick or Treat by Stitching with the Housewives. I stitched it on 25 count, Be Stitch Me. I think it's called Evil Queen. And I stitched it with the called for Fancy Floss. Mounted it on sticky board. There's some rickrack and Chelsea's checks. I don't know where the bows came from. I did a covered button, and the rickrack or the candy corn picks were from Michael's. This board came from Walmart. It's just a plain, in like their arts and crafts section. They have a lot of like blanks for stuff. So I'm happy with how that one came out. Another big one is here. This is also Stitching with the Housewives. This is Calendar Crates. I think it's September. Maybe August? No, July. It's September. But I just finished it here recently. And here's the small. So it's stitched on 27 count Linda with the called for Fancy Floss. I made this little bead garland to kind of try to match it. I don't love my picks in here, but it'll work for this season, and I'll change it out next season, I guess. Or next year when it comes back around to that season. I'm behind on that stitch along. I haven't started. I'm not going to do the Halloween one this year, obviously. Probably not going to stitch the November one either, or the Thanksgiving themed one. I might try to get Christmas done so I could put that up for Christmas. But okay, this is a little finish. I stitched it a couple years ago. I stitched on 14 count chalkboard black. This is a pattern by Tiny Modernist. It comes in a series of 4. I don't remember the name of the pattern though, but it's like 4 different patterns together. Yeah, so I probably stitched it with the called for DMC. This was a long time ago, probably 2 or 3 years ago that I stitched it, before I knew all your X's should go the same way. So if you look close, the stitching is pretty horrible, but I finished it on this little board from Hobby Lobby, just with a washer and a magnet, and it's a little bit big on the sides to really to fit, but that's okay. Okay, last big one is this. I'm pretty proud of this one. Another Stitching with the Housewives. What's it called? Jolly St. Nick and Rudolph, I think. It's from their Sip of the Seasons series, I guess you could call it. Stitched on 14 count chalkboard black Ada with the called for Fancy Floss. Finished it on mat board with this. This is Priscilla's Pretty Plaids. This door came from the Dollar Tree. So some of my Dollar Trees have like a $5 section. And so that's where this door came from. This little Merry Christmas sign was actually hanging right here, but I obviously took it off and just glued it up there. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this, how it came out. That wreath, it looks pretty cheap. It's not great. It came with the door, but it's better than nothing. I think it looks decent. So those are all my finishes. I have this little random kind of, I made these bead garlands to go with Christmas decor. So it's just these little trees came from the Dollar Tree. They weren't beads. I had to drill a hole in them, which wasn't too bad. And then these wood beads came from Hobby Lobby. Not Hobby Lobby. They came from Amazon online. And yeah, so I just kind of made some bead garlands. I thought they were fun. I got the idea from, there's a YouTuber, Whiskey and Wit is her YouTube name. And she basically does like DIY craft things. A lot of her ideas come from stuff from the Dollar Tree. So yeah, that I'm going to give one of them away to my ornament exchange person, which I have to finish that ornament. So yeah, anyways. Okay, I have one finish, and I posted on Instagram already because I was so happy to have it done, but I was somewhat monogamous on this until I finished it. It's Autumn Beauties by the Fat Quarter Shop, or that's so Emma. I don't. You can get it on the Fat Quarter Shop website. It was a mystery stitch along, but it's over now. It's stitched with on 14 count. It's Lori Holt Ada, but I don't remember the name of it. But yeah, and then it's stitched with a called for Classic Colorworks. So I actually really I like this piece a lot. I think they did a good job with the design, and it's cute. And the pattern had like several different options for a sign here. There was like fall y'all, pumpkins, autumn. There was probably one more, but I forget what it said. But I went with autumn because I thought it was cute. That's that. Couple whips. But like I said, I've kind of been mostly monogamous on my stuff until, I don't know, I would pick a bigger project and finish it so that I don't have a ton of whips to show you. But this one is Brick House Sampler by Needle and Thread. I'm stitching it with floss from my stash, but it's similar to the colors on the front. Stitching it on 35 count Baby's Breath by Weeks. And I think I can't see it at all. I just did one more day's worth of light on the house. It's just the house outline. But yeah, you really can't see it in the video. That terrible light behind me that's blowing me out. But that's coming along. It's a stitch along with Happy Little Stitch Shop. I'm behind. Nobody's surprised. I'm saying omelette. Next, this is my progress on the December cottage from Country Cottage Needleworks. Yeah, Country Cottage Needleworks. I'm almost close to done. This is my work project, so I just am doing it on my lunchtime at work. Yeah, but so it'll probably take another day or two, maybe a little longer if I just work on it at work. But it'll be done before December, and then I hope to finish January in December so that I can be done with the series. That'll feel good. That's stitched on 32 count white chocolate linen. Okay, two more. This Owlsmore Cottage by Rosewood Manor. I just pulled floss from my stash, but it's similar to the colors on the cover. And I am stitching it on 28 count linen in the colorway Outback Jack by Bestitch Me. And I made it all the way to the bottom. So yay, I was able to cut off the bottom, which didn't leave a whole lot left over, but yeah, this is my progress. It's minimal. But I really like this piece, and I think there's one piece I want to finish before I pull this back out again, but yeah, I hope to put some more time into that this month. Sorry, I gotta put it away. Okay, and then the last whip I was started at Friday, so 2 days ago. It is a pattern by Plum Street Samplers called Gobble. I really haven't seen many people stitch this. I haven't, at least on social medias, I haven't seen it a whole lot. I'm stitching it on 28 count white chocolate linen. Seems to be a go-to for me here lately. I think I just had some left over in my stash, so that's why. Let's see, I started it like this. So here's my progress. Pretty good. I started with the border once again so that I could figure out where to cut the linen so that I could just hold what I needed to in my hand. And then the colors are not the called for. It's called for MPI. I pulled over-dyed cottons from my stash. I'm just a mess. My ring keeps, it doesn't have a good latch or whatever, so. Okay, let me put these back on here, sorry, so I don't make a huge mess. But anyways, so I hope to kind of focus on this one to finish it before Thanksgiving. And then I'll probably start Christmas stitching, or I might work on the Ellesmere cottage one. But yeah, I started this with the intent of working on it until it's done. We'll see if I don't get burnt out on it. But okay, so that's it for my stitching whips and all that stuff. I have a little bit of haul, but it's not a lot considering how long it's been since I filmed. So yay go me, I'm cutting back a little bit. Okay, so first is the Bestitch Me October Fabric and Floss. I'm in the monthly silks and I get a 32 count linen, or no, Lugana from her in the neutrals colorway. If you don't want to see the linen, look away. Or yeah, but it's a good color, vintage. You can't really. Should have taken it out of the plastic. I wonder how terrible this is. But it's like a, I don't know what color to call it. It's pretty. So this, and then these are the silks. So kind of pinks and purples and blues. So that's that. I got this 32 count sand Belfast linen from Fiber on a Whim. This came from Fat Quarter Shop. Let's see. I saw somebody talk about this pattern, Thankful Quaker by Bent Creek. I don't remember who it ordered it from though. That's kind of sad, but I would actually like to stitch this year too, but I don't. Depends on how long that Gobble one takes me. I did a pre-order with what's her name? Pre-order with Needle Case Goodies on Etsy. These are some new releases. So this is Christmas Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. I got that one on the back too earlier this year, that when it came out. Oops. And then with Our Needle and Thread, or Brenda Gervais had some new releases. I'm sure you've seen these. So I got this one. This little snowball book. All these books are so super cute. And I love this Redbird sampler. I don't know why I love it, but I think it's just gorgeous. So that's that. And then I was watching Huggy Stitcher, and she showed a finish of this Mirabilia. It's the, what's the name of it? Petal Fairy, I think. But I ordered it from Garon Stitchery, just because it's enabled by that. I also ordered this Lady Cat by Nora Corbett with the beads. And then also, I think this came from, no, this came from 123 Stitch, Isabella Jackson. I just thought it was pretty by the Scarlet House. This came from Garon Stitchery. I have a question about this pattern. So, Christmas Tied at Holly House, Christmas Tied at Holly House by the Scarlet House. I got the MPI silks from Garon Stitchery. I didn't realize, so the green, some of the greens are, there's a separate Belle Soie, and then this house is Mud Pie by Belle Soie, Classic Colorworks Belle Soie. I don't have that one, and I had a hard time finding it. So my question is, I have this Be Stitch Me silk, which is pretty variegated. It's called Java Hut. You think I could get away with it? I bet I could, actually, looking at it on camera. Seems like the variegation is enough that it would look okay. But I kind of wonder if it's a little bit too much. I haven't pulled the fabric yet, so I don't know. I'm going to start this soon whenever I start Christmas stitching. So there's that. And then this one I want to stitch too this year, Gathering Snowflakes by Misty Purcell from Luminous Fiber Arts. I just thought it was super cute. And then I liked this Jeanette Douglas Vintage Stars Quaker. I thought it was pretty. Couple floss clubs. So I get the Belle Soie, or not the Belle Soie, the MPI fine floss from that quarter shop that came in. I also get the Weeks Dye Works from Pat Quarter Shop. I can find the board. The color for this is Autumn Spice, or the theme, I guess. So there's Cognac, Terracotta, Chrysanthemum, Sweet Potato, Roasted Figs, and Rust. So I think Weeks Dye Works has really like good bright colors. I don't know, I don't stitch with it a lot, but I like it, so I'm stitching with it more. And that's why I joined that club, because. And then I got my nest egg from 3L Threads for the Gentle Arts. I get 10 skeins, 5 yards each. I'm probably going to drop this club soon because I have a lot of these Gentle Arts colors. Oops. But here's the first, and she goes in alphabetical order. So Toffee Moss, Buckeye Scarlet, Burnt Orange, Butternut Squash. There's Buttermilk, Celery, Cast Iron Skillet, Butter Crunch, and Carrot. So yeah, that's that. That's all. That's it for haul. Woohoo! Made it through the video. 23 minutes. Good. So plans. Like I said, I'm going to work on that gobble probably until it's done. Hopefully, I'll be able to stay focused for that long. And then maybe I'll pull the floss for that other turkey Quaker, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of like Thanksgiving decorations, so. And today I just want to clean up this room because it's a disaster, and I want to pull kind of the projects I want to work on for the next month or so through Christmas. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. I just wanted to get it documented, I guess, and so I can put stuff away. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I don't know when I'll be back. Probably 2 weeks or so. Just kind of depends on what I get stitched and finished, yada yada yada. yeah, so I should be back before Thanksgiving. So until then, I hope everybody has a good time stitching, and thank you for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, I'd love it if you subscribed. Yeah, happy stitching.